trying to do is float. Yeah, it takes us time to get this motion. Yeah. Right? Just like anything we do. As long as we can get to that motion, that's good. So we're using everything. We learn. Biggest key for me is
some people could have thought the day after we lost the last game and played the last game with our hearts out on the field was the beginning of the next season. I don't know. Whose choice is it to decide? Is it mine? Yeah, whose choice is it? Yeah. So, and that's the way it is with everything. There's nothing that isn't that way. Nothing. And then it's just a matter of personal choice. It all depends on what you're up to. I believe Zach, Coach Zach, at the beginning of the registration, or at the end of the registration meeting, made a promise to you. Who remembers what the promises from the coaches were?
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the kickoff meeting for East High School Rugby's 32nd, 35th, maybe, spring 15th, season of 15th.
Thank you, Bill. First, I'd like to welcome everybody. There's a lot of work that goes into the season and even just getting this meeting done. And it's just awesome to actually be here and see all the players and all the parents and all of the coaches. It gives me a lot of excitement and joy. So welcome to our 2024 season. As Bill said, I am going to be stepping into the general manager role. I've done a lot of different coaching roles at East, and I've been helping with the administration, so this won't be brand new for me. I'm going to cover a number of administration logistic items, and then Zach will cover some more coaching and coaches. First, I want to recognize Michelle Rich, our school sponsor. None of the coaches... None of the coaches here work in the school, so it's critical that Michelle is our school sponsor and is able to help us get space like this and space on the field. It's a tough job to organize all of that, and we really appreciate, Michelle, your help with that, so thank you. My expectation, and the expectation of all of the coaches, is that the players will be at the field with their gear on at the start of practice. 5 minutes early is on time.
being here tonight. I'm excited to kick off a new season in a new role. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Zach Levick. This year I'm stepping into the head coach role. I was a player here at East, as well as a captain. Went on to Syracuse University. I also captained there, and then played for 10 years in New York City, where I also captained my club there. 20 years ago, I was in your seat in this very room, getting ready to play my first season. I had no experience, didn't really have much exposure to the game, and admittedly, could not imagine myself up here tonight. One thing I remember about that early registration meeting was Paul Hoskins Sr., who is one of the club founders, and an ethos that he really instilled in this club, and Bill made sure to communicate at each and every one of those registration meetings. Bill?
This man taught me how to scrum.
Yeah?
Humbled me as a 14-year-old prop.
Nice.
Bill would say, I cannot guarantee that Paul Sr. will make your son a better rugby player. I can guarantee you he will make him a better man. And that's where I view my goal, is stepping into that head coach role. I'm here to help make you better people. Our club has a unique setup, and if you're not familiar with rugby, this might sound different compared to other high school sports. We don't make cuts. Everyone who is healthy, academically eligible, and comes to practice gets an opportunity to play. We consistently field 3 teams, each of which has a roster of 20 plus people. We have an A side, a B side, and an 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade team. Generally, our B side has upperclassmen that are not on the A side roster, but if you are an underclassman and you are ready to play at that level, you will have opportunities there. 8th graders must be 14 to play, and they'll only play against other 8th, 9th, and 10th graders. They cannot play against juniors and seniors. However, 8th graders can come on tour, and we encourage them to come on tour. They'll have an opportunity to play their peers then. Practice, we practice all together, but we break out into groups based on players' size. We don't put freshmen in the same contact drills as seniors. Another thing that's unique about our club, we don't set teams for the year. Our rosters are somewhat fluid. For example, if a player does well in a B-side game, they can move up to the A-side roster the next week, and vice versa. In addition, if a freshman or a sophomore has the skills and the capability to play A-side, they have a very good shot at making that roster. Students from other schools are welcome to play at East. We've had many great players, including several captains that have come from other schools. I'm proud that students and parents from other schools have been welcomed into our East Rugby community with open arms. Rugby is a physical game that requires extreme discipline. I think this uniqueness pulls young men together from all different walks of life. As we embark on the new season, I kind of want to help you prioritize. In my mind, you should be prioritizing family, school, and then rugby. Schoolwork should be coming before rugby. We have a great group of men on our staff who know a lot about rugby, but more importantly, care really deeply about our players and our community. The majority of these coaches played rugby, many of which played on the same teams as I. And we have a few new coaches coming back, or a few new coaches joining us, and a few coaches returning. For our 8th grade freshman sophomore team, we have Cody and Alex Hoskins, as well as Mark Musselman. For our B-side team, we have Andy, Michael Hughes, and new alumni coaches, Aiden and Josh. And with the A side, Terry McCoy, who could not be here tonight, as well as Joe. We also have a couple specialist coaches. Bats will be supporting the scrums. Link Wilfley will be helping with our defensive strategy. New coach Carmine, who comes from the Barbos, will be helping work with our scrum halves. We'll also bring in other guest coaches when the opportunities arise.
Hello everyone, thanks very much for being here. Thanks very much for having me. Colin O'Hare is my name for those that I haven't shook hand with. Hello. You know by the accent, I'm from Ireland. I'm from Leinster province. I'm sure you're all familiar with Leinster rugby. Yeah. So you might ask, what are we doing over here in America at the moment? So I'm not sure if you're familiar, we're in a partnership with Syracuse University. With the World Cup in 2031 for the men, 2033 for the women. And with relationships we've built with the university, we're looking to help influence and grow the game from the ground up. It's taken us 25 years back home to get to where we're at. It didn't happen overnight. And for us, it's about giving as well as being in the position we are from a professional point of view. I want you to flip the ball underneath your legs. So, when you flip it, no. So, you know, like hot. Alright? So it's hot. Ball has to go to hand. Ball goes to ground, it's a turnover. So, it's important that our accuracy is right. I want you to be conscious of two things in attack. Run into space and pass into space. Tonight and tomorrow is all about our attacking principles. It's the theme of the week, the theme of the next couple of days. We want to be better decision makers in attack. Alright?
Is that kicking or tapping and going?
Tapping and going.
Just to close with these thoughts, rugby and this club are special. They're special to me. They're special to many of these guys up here tonight. There's a reason so many alumni return to coach and parents remain involved even after their sons have graduated. Through rugby, I've been able to travel the world and meet teammates from many different walks of life who've become some of my closest friends. Rugby's taught me valuable life skills such as discipline, time management, responsibility, goal setting, leadership, and many other things. These were lessons learned through hard work and teamwork. I didn't always realize them at the time, but as the years went on, lots of things and values that this club instilled when I was in high school stick with me today. Working together, we can continue to help lots of young men develop, reach their full potential. We can continue to improve this club, and we can continue to remain one of the strongest clubs in the U.S.